Hi, I'm so glad you're here to join me today, whether this is your first time or your 100th. Welcome! I'm so glad you're here, spending some time together with me, and we're going to make a fun card. What I'm doing today is a thank you, and I am saying it to all of those who place orders through my online store. In February, I give out card guts when I'm saying thank you. And you'll say, what the heck is a card gut? Well, a card gut is all the makings for a card except for the stamps, ink, adhesives, and whatever embellishments you want to use. Sometimes a card doesn't need any embellishments. So that's what I'm going to do here today, is show you one of the card guts I send out for in the month as a thank you for any order over $25. And I've already had some in February, so I'm so excited to get these thank yous out to people. Uh, let's see, I'm from Northeast Ohio. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if you want to join these people, get some card guts, please place an online order. I will have my store link down below, as well as all the supplies used are down in the description, as well as my blog address. And on the blog, I have all the measurements that are used for all the different cards that I make. So, hey, maybe you want to make this card again, but with different colors of cardstock or designer series paper, whatever you have on hand. And you'd be able to do that because all of the measurements are listed there just for you. Please be sure you give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Doing that helps me grow my small business and gets my videos out to more people. So thank you. I appreciate any help you can give me. Let's get started. For this card, we're going to use a lot of designer series paper, but the first thing we've got is a piece of Azure Afternoon, which has been cut to be 11 inches by 4¼ and I did score it at 5½. I'm going to fold it at the score line, and then using my bone folder, I'm going to make that score a little bit tighter. All right, so that is the base. Inside the card, I will provide for you a piece of Night of Navy, which has been cut to be 3 7/8 inch by 5 1/8, and it is going to frame a piece of basic white just beautifully. The piece of basic white has been cut to be 3 3/4 by 5. So you see that the Night of Navy is just an eighth an eighth inch larger. So I'm going to take the adhesive that I like, and you will use whatever adhesive you enjoy using. Some people really enjoy using the glue, and that is the liquid adhesive, and that's great. I am more of a tape person myself, and going to put this basic white on top of the Night of Navy. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the Night of Navy inside the card. There we go. All right, got a little bit of tape on my thumb, but now it's off. And then it's inside there, and see how nicely framed that all is? Just beautiful. That's the inside of the card. For the outside of the card, I have a piece of Night of Navy that has been cut to be 3 inches by 4½. And then we've got this piece of basic white that has been cut to be 2 3/4 by 4¼ So it is quite a little bit smaller, and you can see how nicely that will be framed. And they'll go pretty much in the middle. I'll go ahead and adhere these down as well. Get the adhesive out. There we go. All right, so I'm going to basically center it onto this Azure Afternoon card base, and then the basic white on top of there. Now for some fun. We've got some designer series papers that have been cut. I have 2 of them from the Masterfully made designer series paper. 2 of them have been cut to be 2 3/4 by 1 1/4, and 2 of them have been cut to be 1 1/4 square. So you can put these on however it is that you want and kind of play with it and decide how you like it. But it's going to be framed very nicely by the white and the blues. And yeah, I think it looks really pretty like that. And then what we're going to do at the end is put our sentiment on this little piece from the Stylish Shapes that I will provide in the card guts. So, all right, so let's go ahead and adhere these down. Adhesive on there. There, that's nice. Now this one. Putting that piece down, and now just the last two. Got the 1 1/4 sheet again. And then this last one. This is a really great and easy layout that you can use with lots of different papers, or you can even kind of create your own paper or some stamped images to use instead of the designer paper. So that's what we have so far. How about that? Isn't that cute? And it's so easy too. So then I think I'll probably put the sentiment right around here. I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss and the sentiment from the Irresistible Blooms stamp set, the I Couldn't Be Happier to Have You as My Friend. Inking it up. Going to make sure the ink is on there. All right, and now to stamp it onto the sentiment piece. Just straight down and up. Well, I think it's a little bit crooked. Let's go ahead and turn it over and do the other side, because that's the great thing, this paper is two-sided. Hopefully this will turn out better. Ah, that's much, much better. All right, so I'm going to lift this up with some dimensionals. Since it's rather long, I'm going to use 3. Take off the backings, and now lay it right down. For the embellishments I'm using, I've got the Adhesive-Backed Sparkle Gems and the Take Your Pick tool. So I'm going to use the putty end of the Take Your Pick tool and these really pretty clearish white elements. And I think we'll put 5 of them on here. And there we go. Let me put this away and move the embellishments. I can show it off to you. That's it. And then, as you know, the inside. Well, again, thanks so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun and I'm so glad you were here. Be sure you give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you would, please. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you have a fantastic day and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.